played Little League football, and they're busting these right now. And again, there's too much thinking going on. I don't know how much defense. I'm not sitting in the meetings. But by what's happening productivity-wise, it ain't good right now.
So Ole Miss did just kick a field goal. It's an 8-point game with 1:29 to go, and they just attempted an onside kick, and Alabama recovered. It looks like the Tide will indeed win. A lot of eyeballs on this one in Athens, Tennessee and Georgia. Just how far has Jeremy Pruitt brought this Tennessee team? A good indicator would come in this game. First Dogs possession, 2nd and 5. Snap over the head of Stetson Bennett. Look, he tried to prevent a safety. What's worse? A touchdown.
It's actually 5 points worse, Starry.
Yes, it is. That's good math. 7 minus 2 is 5. Thank you, CD. 7-0. Tennessee strikes first. Then Bennett throws it away, but a flag for targeting. Oh, my goodness. DeAndre Johnson.
Well, yeah, worse than the penalty was the loss of their best pass rusher.
3.5 sacks. Yeah. Led the league coming into the day. Oh, that's not a good play. Then Zamir White. That is a good play. 7-7 game. Georgia, 3rd and 7. Hey, you know what I learned watching this game? Stetson Bennett can scoot. I did not know that.
He can scoot, and he's tough. I've seen this guy take some hits. When he scoots, he pops right back up like, hey, dude, you didn't affect me one bit.
Design draw for Stetson Bennett. Yeah, he can scoot, and they know it. He's into the end zone.
Guess who picked him to have a big day today?
Throwing the football. You did.
I'm just saying.
Throwing the football.
Guess who picked him to have a big day?
Yes, you did. He was your Saturday stud in the touchdown pass department. All right.
I don't understand why you run a quarterback sneak backed up with a quarterback that's like 5'10".
Well, he's stuffed, and I'd like to be 5'10". Jared Garantano then throws. Josh Palmer, go get it.
Yeah, we knew that it was going to be difficult to drive the football against this Georgia defense, so you had to take shots. You had to make some plays in the passing game, and Tennessee's offense did that in the first half.
Ball's down 3 at this point. Garantano again, late 2nd quarter. Ooh, does he escape? He evades. He does somehow, some way. Out of bounds, short gain, a little chippy after the game.
George Pickens shooting Gatorade in his face.
You can't shoot Gatorade.
It's just water. That's not Gatorade.
That doesn't count if it's
That's
water.
just water.
Whatever it is, you can't do that. It's a 15-yard penalty on Pickens. And then Palmer. That is as good a throw as we've seen from
It's
Garrett.
a great throw, but the catch is even more difficult.
Yes,
over the shoulder like that, getting a foot down. They called it incomplete at first. They reviewed it and corrected the call. Touchdown ball.
That was an okay throw, but it was a great catch.
Come on, it's great catch.
This is a great throw.
Zamir White, 3rd and goal. No. Look at this. Right before the half, that's not how that thing works, Jeremy Pruitt. White stopped again on 4th down, and Tennessee goes into the locker room with a lead.
Well, I tell you that was a great stop right before the half, but you know what? That didn't slow Georgia down a bit. Wait till you see what they did in the third quarter.
3rd quarter, everything changed. Defensively, they started to look like the Georgia team we know them to love. Azeez Ojulari with the sack, forces the fumble, jumps on the loose ball.
These pass rushers of Georgia are really playing at a high level. They're stepping it up. These guys, they got pressures last year. This year it's turned to sacks, not only sacks, but sack fumbles.
Georgia ended up with a field goal next. Tennessee drive, 3rd and 1. Garantano's pass under pressure, picked by Eric Stokes. Back-to-back turnovers to start the half.
5 sacks in the second half, but even more so, how about 9 quarterback pressures when you force errors like that?
And then Kendall Milton. By the way, how many running backs does Georgia have? How many guys do they hand the football? It feels like they got 7 or 8 of them again.
I don't know, but he needs to touch it more.
Yeah, boy.
He ran the ball hard today.
Muscling his way for a gain of 10.
Just a good finish right there.
Throwing defenders aside. 2 plays later, Bennett. Look, I know you want more.
My boy.
I know you want more.
My boy.
No, Pickens is your guy. That's Kearis Jackson. He's taking all your guys' throws.
I'm talking about the quarterback.
I'm Stetson today.
4th quarter, Bennett to Jackson. 33 yards down to the 7.
Doesn't it remind you a little bit of Lawrence Cager emerging last year as kind of the go-to guy?
Sideline routes.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been just this week. It was the week before.
Catches last week.
Absolutely.
There you go. Another touchdown for your guy, Bennett. Jalen Carter receiving it. Bennett, 238 through the air. 2 touchdowns. Also ran for that one you saw at the pylon. Georgia just runs away and hides in the second half. Another turnover. What a play by Monty Rice. Stripping the ball away, recovering it, taking it to the house. 3 Tennessee turnovers in the game. Georgia 5 sacks. Tennessee 71 offensive yards in the second half. -1 yard rushing. That's what Georgia gave Tennessee on this day. They now allow 38 rushing yards a game, a ridiculous number for Georgia, who stays undefeated going into next week's game against Alabama. Here's the QB, Stetson Bennett.
I mean, we played well in the first half. It was just we made silly mistakes. We gave him the first touchdown. I didn't get the daggone QB sneak on 4th and 1, and we had a bunch of penalties that just set us back. And going in before half, we didn't get the 4th and 1, and it made us feel not as good as it should have been. And then the second half, we get a little help from the defense.
Jeremy, what do you think has to happen for Tennessee to close the gap to where Georgia is right now?
Don't turn the ball over 3 times in one half. It's pretty simple, guys. It ain't about timeouts. It ain't about it's about turning the ball over 3 times in the second half. It's about not being able to run the football. It's about getting off the field on 3rd down. It's everything I said in my opening statement. So, you know, those things we got to fix, and we'll work hard to do that.
So here we go. Stage is set. Georgia, Bama next Saturday. Bama leads the series. They've won the last 5 meetings, including thrillers for the 2017 national title and a couple of SEC title games. It'll be their first meeting in T-Town since 2007, when Georgia handed Nick Saban his first loss as Tide head coach. The 2 programs have combined for 40 SEC championships. Coming up, a wild ending on the Plains. An ending I know you Razorback fans want an explanation for. You're about to get it. And a game that Texas A&M needed so badly for Kellen Mond, for Jimbo Fisher, but not for the Florida Gators. All that straight ahead.